What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a little tidbit of information for you guys to check out in this video, and it's kind of some surprising news, which it's kind of nice because we're getting some information, but it's ultimately some bad news at the same time, and that is actually the end of the Shonen Jump subscription promo service. You guys know how the Shonen Jump, basically you pay a yearly subscription fee, which I am actually a member. I have 2 subscriptions, and I have had the 2 subscriptions for over the last year. And not only do you get access to obviously the the manga that is online on the Shonen Jump website, and you get access to all the little perks that come with the Viz website, but at the same time you get 4 Yu-Gi-Oh subscription promos a year. These cards are exclusive initially to just the members of the subscription program, and we've had some absolute blockbuster cards throughout the years. We've had a lot of ones that have affected the competitive meta. Just recently, Link Karibo and Summon Sorceress. We even had ones that have gone over $100 in Apprentice Illusion Magician, which I saw that price and I could not actually believe it. And I understand that a lot of European players out there just absolutely hate this program because they're not offered it. If you live in the United States, if you live in Canada, you have access to this, but other places in the world like Europe or Oceania, they aren't allowed to play these cards. Even if they do, buy them on the secondary market, they're just not legal for their territory. Now, they've actually announced the full next year of the promos, but unfortunately after that they're not going to have this program anymore. So let's go ahead and look at the 4 promos. Well, I think that it is kind of just one big dragon package. We saw these cards all get announced at the same time in the OCG, except the Darkness Metal Dragon, the new Link monster. But we saw these 3 dragons all announced at the same time. These cards were released at the same time. Interesting enough, Konami did pick the new Chaos Emperor Dragon to be, a YCS prize card, which was interesting. But the rest of them are going to come out as subscription promos. This does actually suck if you are a European player, because you look at this one, right? Like, you look at the new Dark Arm Dragon XC, the Dark Arm, the Dragon of Annihilation. This card's expected delivery is December 31st, 2019. If you're a European player, a lot of times you're expecting to wait probably about 6 months after we get it in the United States for you to play this. This means that basically you are going to be waiting a year and a half for you to be able to actually legally play this card. So fucking rip for anybody out there who was, anticipating being able to play this card sometime soon in the, the Oceania or the European regions. And honestly, 3 of these 4 cards aren't really impressive. I think that overall, almost everyone in the Yu-Gi-Oh community thought that these were major disappointments. I will say this Darkness Metal Dragon, this guy's actually a lot better because of the Guard Dragons in Savage Strike. Now, we didn't know about the Guard Dragons when this card was first revealed, but the Guard Dragons make this infinitely more playable. It makes the deck so much better, or not even, I really want to say the deck, but Dragon decks as a whole. This is one card that could actually slightly affect the meta, because I think that there will be a lot of dragon decks out there, whether they be rockets or whatever, heretics or whatever type of dragon deck, Dragunity, etc., etc. They pretty much will all be playing like one copy of this card. But I am extremely sad to see this program go. It says right here, how will this affect the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG card promotions? The Yu-Gi-Oh TCG card promotions will no longer be available. We would like to thank fans for all your support throughout the years. So all members with paid annual subscriptions as of December 17, 2018 will receive a special set of promo cards. So, I'm going to be getting those because I'm not going to cancel my subscription. I am going to keep it all through next year because, I've always thought that there was extreme value in this program. The fact that, basically at max, you were paying $25 a year and you were getting 4 brand new cards. You were going to be the first to be able to play those. And a lot of times we were getting a Link Karibo or a Summon Sorceress, or, as I said before, Apprentice Illusion Magician. These cards were coming out at like $30. So one of those cards that we got would generally pay for your entire year of subscription. If you just wanted to sell that card, it's kind of like getting the other 3 cards for free, and you get to use the manga, which I will say I've had this program for about a year. I haven't used the manga once. Maybe I will. No, I guess I got all through next year because I'm not going to cancel mine until, well, they're going to charge me for next year in like 10 days anyway. So I guess even if I cancel it, I get the promos, but then I guess I won't be able to use the manga anymore. So I guess I'll just wait. Now I think that, it's a little weird that they're canceling this program because from what I've heard, and I can't obviously verify this, but from what I heard when Summon Sorceress was announced as a jump promo, from what I heard, subscriptions went through the flipping roof, and they were actually, it appeared that they were actually going to have problems fulfilling the orders or fulfilling, the amount of promos that they were going to hand out. That's how much of a spike they actually saw. That's just from what I've heard on like social media and stuff like that. So it's really weird that they would actually cancel this program, because the way that I look at it is, I feel like probably 90% of Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to, without a doubt, like instantly cancel their subscriptions. I think you'll probably have 5% out there who actually generally want to keep the service for, maybe a year or so, and you'll probably have 5% out there who just end up forgetting. But I kind of feel like for Yu-Gi-Oh players, what other major incentive is there to keep this, to keep the subscription, to keep the annual fee, going, other than just the manga? And a lot of times you can find manga on other sites, or you can buy manga or watch the anime or something like that. So I'm extremely disappointed to see this program go, especially considering that I feel like it has been an enormous value. Again, European players are going to be like, fucking finally, now we don't have to worry about broken cards coming out and us not being able to play them for 6 months, because I do get that. If you're a European player, this program was probably the bane of your existence. Very similar to like way back in GX days, where Konami used to pick like ridiculous Shonen Jump prize cards. For instance, Crush Card, that was it was a Shonen Jump prize card, and you'd have events where only like 10 people out of like 700 had a Crush Card virus, and it was like, this is the most unfair thing ever. If you run into one of those 10 guys with a Crush Card, you're going to lose the duel. But I kind of feel like this is a little bit of a sad day, and I want to know what you guys think. It's good for the Europeans and everybody else, but man, it kind of sucks, because now I'm just wondering how Konami will get us some of these cards, because I generally think Konami does drag their feet, and I don't know, I kind of like this program. But whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Are you excited for these 4 promos, even though I'm getting 2 copies of them each, and I have not even got my freaking Chaos Emperor Dragon yet, Shonen Jump? Like, if you guys could send me my Chaos Emperor Dragons, that'd be nice. I'm not really that excited about these, to be honest. I'll probably, when I start streaming again, I'll just give them away, because I don't really care about any of these. If it was like a new Salaman Great or Ultra guys, okay, now you got my attention. But these 4 cards, not really that interested. Maybe I'll just keep them, because they're gonna get reprinted anyway. Who am I kidding? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos.